Alright, so this next part that you need to do today is going to be writing an algorithm and then turning that algorithm into a flowchart. So just like on CSIM Activity 1.2, where you created a flowchart for anything you wanted. You could have picked, some of you did brushing your teeth because that's what the example was. Some of you did packing a bag. Some of you did getting ready in the morning. Whatever your flowchart was, you've made one flowchart already. You're going to need to make a second one, but this one is a flowchart for an actual coding activity. Okay, and that coding activity is called the blink, and that's what this whole thing right here is. So your task here, after you've watched this video, because you should have clicked right here to watch the video, your task now is to write an algorithm. Now I'm just reading these directions, so you can read these directions right here with me. You need to write your algorithm detailing the step-by-step instructions that would make an LED pattern blink on and off. Okay, the LED pattern is these lights right here in the middle of your microbit. This grid right here of these lights, light, 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 those are all lights. That's what the LED pattern is. Okay, so you're making that blink. That's what the activity is. Okay, so you can add more steps. The first thing you need to do is right here, you're going to write out your algorithms to what step-by-step instructions are you going to need to give the computer for it to be able to do the blink activity, the blink thing. So, look at the blocks in the drawers in the makecode.microbit.com website. Okay, right here, if you click on this link, it'll bring you and open up this. Once it's open, then you can go through and see which ones, like show LEDs, show icons. Okay, if you go down here to the LEDs, there's the plot X. Plot X, what does that mean? What do you think it could do? So you need to look into the drawers and figure out what code blocks you think will help. There's no right or wrong answer right now. You're just trying to solve a problem. The problem is you need to make that thing blink. The solution, there's many, many solutions. You got to figure out the best one that you think will work the best. Okay, so here's some questions that I put on here to help get you started. Okay, it says, what code blocks would you need to have first? What happens second? What are in the list of the steps? What is the next instruction you're going to have to give the computer? Number 3, how can you make the LED pattern continue to blink for a certain number of times? Okay, are there any blocks in here that maybe have, go for forever, or go for just on start, or go maybe only when the A button is pressed? Like, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. And how can you make it blink for forever versus just a certain number of times? Okay, so those are the types of questions. And the first thing you need to do is click on these and go to step 1, step 2, step 3, and you need to write your algorithm in. Once you have your algorithm written, then you go into Google Classroom and do CSIM Activity 1.3, the blink flow chart, which let me pull that over so that you can actually see it. Here we go. Sorry, I'm pulling it over. Okay, so now you see it coming in here. Okay, I'm going to assign it right now. It's showing up in your Google Classroom as we speak. Okay, so here is the CSIM Activity 1.2. So you click on yours, open it up. It's going to open up the same exact I'm going to click Open with Draw.io diagrams, and then it's going to open up to the same exact program that you saw before when you did your own flowchart. Okay, you're going to need to flowchart out what you're going to be doing with the blink, what your idea is. There's no right or wrong answers right now. It's just whatever you think is going to work. Okay, this is a testing ground before you actually start writing the code. And it's important because when we get into more complex coding stuff, you're going to need to be able to have it flowcharted out, so that way if you have a mistake, you can go back and find the mistake, and other people can look at it easier if it's in a flowchart. Okay, so even though you might think this is too basic, this is too easy, this is an important skill to learn, and we need to practice it now on the easy stuff. Okay, so you're making your flowchart. You're getting your circle to start. You're throwing down some blocks. Okay, that's what you're doing. If you have any questions, let me know. But that's the first part of this activity.